Hey, namaste. This is Sacredowl with another chapter of Real Talk by Sacredowl. I've been kind of challenged to give more information by a few people who wrote me because they know how much information I kind of have and hold, and they're asking me why I'm not going any deeper. So today I'm going to give a little sample of the depth that I can get to and I would like to get to eventually with everybody. So I'm going to talk to you about multiverse realities. That would be multi-universe realities. And today, in speaking about multi-universe realities, we're going to talk about it based on the idea of choice, choices that exist. And the best way I can do that is to describe a situation I had one time in my life where I was driving down the Taconic and I was driving a Volvo, and the Volvo the gas pedal got jammed. And as it got jammed, the cord that holds the gas pedal got locked in, and my car started to accelerate almost to like 90 miles an hour. And at that time, I had bought the car for like $300. This was about maybe 10, 12 years ago. And I was surprised it was even get up in that speed. So in my mind, I'm on the Taconic, which is, if those who don't know, is a very narrow highway that has 2 lanes, but let's just call it a lane and a half. And as I was driving down that, I was near an exit or getting close to an exit by Cold Springs. So on the Taconic going towards the city, that would be going south, I would think, or going west towards the city, south it would be. Going south, the space that I'm talking about is a gap where the road is very narrow and the cliff on the side is a stone wall holding it, but the cliff is like a 50 to 100 feet drop. So as my car is racing up and I can't do that, I started to pump on the brakes, and the brakes started to not work because the car was going too fast and there was smoking, and so all these things started to happen, and I almost started to get very panicky. And at that point, this peace came over me, this quiet moment of peace. And I started to see these trails, like railroad trails, like almost like trails of shadow trails. And I saw one go this way, and that option was that my car, I tried to stop it hard with the transmission, and the car hit the meridian in the middle and flipped over, and I hit somebody coming in head to head, but actually windshield to windshield, and both of us died in the accident. And so I was like, no, that's not going to happen. And mind you, it started to go as slow as I'm talking, but yet my car is racing almost up to 100 miles an hour. And then the next option was to hit the side rail, the middle rail. But the thing about it was that would make my car bounce off, and I would have went off the side of the cliff on the other side. And I took out another car with me that was next to me. And so that wasn't an option. And then I said, let me just slam it into park. But then I saw myself going through the windshield, and even though I had my seatbelt on, just really getting very damaged to the point that I was dead. And so I said, no, we can't do that. And then there were like 3 other options of me going into the side, mountainside, the rock, but then my car hit the clip and it started spinning and it went off the side of the mountain. And another option was I ran into the back of another car, and I ended up killing all of us, and that wasn't an option. But then the last option that came to, the last one that I noticed was me taking the car and turning it off as it's accelerating and putting it into neutral. As I turned it off, pop it into neutral, and then pump the brakes, and guess what? It worked, because I'm still here talking to you. And as I got off, I got off the side of the road. I mean, I was able to get off the exit and just get off at the Cold Spring exit and wait there. But the beautiful thing about that was that I was able to get out of that. But really what was impressive was that the universe showed me all these options. When we start to get into choice and begin to understand what choice is all about, we have many options. We're given all these options because the universe already knows what these options are about. And if we get still, silent enough, in prayerful thought, if you will, meditative thought, now we're able to see what our options are, and it will be able to free us from whatever situation we're in, and we could clearly choose what we want. Remember, the universe, the gift the universe gives us is choice. I know some people argue choice is an illusion. It's not an illusion. That's fine. Well, this whole reality technically is an illusion anyway, so I can't debate that. But the reality is that I was able to see 8 options because I became conscious enough, still enough, to allow myself to see these options. And each option played itself out in some multiverse reality. It's the same thing as you go into a clothing store and you take a trifold mirror when you go into the fitting room, and you fold it in such a way where you see 100 you one way and 100 you another way. And if you ever raise your hand or arm and look further down, you see that there's a delay of the hand raising, because that's the traveling of light, according to what people will say in the mirrors. But what I discovered, that those are different realities that are existing, meeting at the same point in time at that mirror place, just like what happened to me at that car place. I saw 8 options, but they could have been an infinite amount of options. So the universe, the multiverse, is there for us, and it's there to help us understand choice and to help Spirit, God, to have more information for us so that we can survive. Now, mind you, I went a little deeper today. I hope you know, I didn't lose anybody with this. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I really love you guys, and I want to start digging deeper into metaphysical realities. And I hope this video gives you a concept and idea that choice is part of our existence. I love you. Peace, because I choose to love you. Take care.